Hello everybody and welcome back. Today's block is block 25 of 25 in the Grandma's Kitchen Challenge hosted by Pat Sloan. It is called Famous Cookies. You will find the pattern in the link below or at ilovetomakequilts.com. So for this pattern, I've got all my pieces cut out. Now the only thing I did different is I did strip sets. So I did one here and I already cut them. And then I did one with this one. So we're going to trim this one down together. So I'm going to move this paper because we don't need it. Well, we need it, but you have to get your own. Sorry. Heat those up a little bit. So for this, let's move this out of the way. We're going to trim these down to 2.5 by 4.5. So we're going to first line up the edge here to make it even. And mine's a little over, but that's okay because I can just trim it off like that. And then we're going to do it this way. So you're going to line it up 2.5 here. And then you want 2.25 here because it is 4.5 total. And since I just trimmed that side here, that makes it even. And then there's still a little over there. I knew mine were going to be a bit over. It's fine. I'd rather have too much than not enough. So now we're going to do it again. And it's still lining up pretty good down here. So we'll just slice it there and there. Wrong way. Now we're going to do it 2 more times. And I'm still good down here. So just trim that off. And one more. And I am still good at the bottom. And I actually think I'm good at the top this time too, but we'll run it across there. Yeah. So let's get rid of these. And now we're going to make our 4 patches. The 4 patches are all the same. And I ironed to the colored fabric, not the white. So they're just going to nest very nicely. I'm just going to put a pin in these and I'm going to sew them up and I will be right back. Alright, so I've got all my 4 patches done there. And I have laid out my block. Now you want your, I don't know how you want yours. My pieces here are going to match my corners all the way around. So now I'm just going to sew it into rows. These two, these two, these two, and then we'll come back and do this one, and this one. So I'll be right back when that's done. Now I'm going to iron to the green flowers no matter what row it is. That way they will nest whenever I go to put them together. You're going to lay it back out, make sure it's still the same way. And we're just going to fold this down. I will pin at the seams. There is only 2. I'm going to go ahead and sew all the rows together, or all 3 of the rows together, and then I'll be back to show you the block and the border, and then this is the last piece. So I myself am going to go ahead and attach it to the bottom row and put the quilt together, and I'll pop up a picture of that on YouTube here in a day or 2. Now we'll iron both these to the middle because there's just a touch less seams. And there it is. And now the border, you'll have this one up here. These are 1.5 by 10.5 inch strips. You need a dark and a white, and it actually is going to go like this. So I'm going to fold that down and pin it. And then the beginning. And then the bottom one will have a border also, and it is 2 inches by 10 inches. I'm sorry, 10.5. And I'm going to go ahead and pin it. I'm very excited to be done with this quilt. I always like it when I can complete a project, because, well, then it's complete and you have a new quilt or whatever you made. So we're going to go sew these. I can take you with me for that one, since I didn't take you with me all day. I'm just going to flip this around and do it this way, because that's easier. I don't have to use a scrap. Use a little more thread than I like, but whatever. I save a lot of thread most of the time anyway. Now, I thought about putting a border on this. I don't think she did or will, but I've actually decided I don't want to. Well, I don't think I want to. I might do a little white one. I'll let you know if I do. But as of now, I don't want to. So there is the block. Again, it is called Famous Cookies. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you made the quilt and love it, and I will see y'all next time. Have a great day.